There they are. That's me. Alright. See if we can't get going here real quick. And another thing I need to do. Play its full list. Alright, let's go find these. There it is. See if that is not as ear piercing. What's going on, bud? How you doing tonight? Get this guy started back off on his play course. Can't I toggle that jig break off? Yep. I don't need it going through the field. That's awesome to hear. Yeah, we're just kind of hanging out, finishing chopping this field, and then I gotta connect some these two fields together right here. So I think that's what we'll do afterwards. Make this a little bit easier on ourselves. We got a unreal capacity on this truck. And don't get me wrong, this ain't no lazy E modding stream. I don't have Spring Creek to do everything like that. But I'm gonna make it to where Spring Creek does everything like that. Currently working on trying to get all the crop types to read from the foliage folders instead of the original spot. You can still do decent farms, so that check it out. Hold on. When we get up here to the end of this pass, we're gonna go look at the farmyard here real quick, and I can show you a couple decent things you could use, because I want to say, I don't know if that mono slope is available for console. I don't think so, but a couple of the barns I'm using are Mod Hub mods. There's actually a lot of stuff that I use on here that are both PC and console mods. There's a couple of them that are PC only, but the majority of these are actually either base game or PC or console mods. Like this is a PC console mod. You just gotta, so look into some of the packs, like the building packs. Normally they tend to have some of the better buildings in it. You can kind of mix and match things you want to put together and make a decent farm, but I mean, you can do it. Just, yeah, I didn't know if it was or not, but I mean, that's, so check it out. We'll run over here real quick. Let me switch over to my mouse and keyboard here. So, cow barn, PC console. Ignore this. That's gonna be the new film line. Base game, bunkers. So I'm not 100% sure if these ones are the ones that were on Mod Hub, but one of Lazy E's hay sheds are on the Mod Hub. Mod Hub mod. Mod Hub mods. Legacy eggs. 50 by 100 cold storage. Which one? The 7810? If you're talking about this 7810, no, it is not. That's Tyson or Jono's 7810 and the Degelman blade. So unfortunately, this one is a PC only. But yeah. So I want to say majority of everything over here is both the house PC console mod. Now the dryer setup, or the bin setup I should say, that's a PC only. Foremost bins, them are PC console. Meridian bins, PC console. And then these barns right here are all trailer park farms, and these are PC only. I don't know, there's just something about them that I like. I like the paletting and in this shed particularly, and I can fit two 45-foot drapers and my combines in here at once. We're actually done using that for right now. Thinking about turning the fieldstone on. Yeah, JHHG's 7810 is on console. I believe. Console mod. Demco 1300 custom modding. The Proforce is, I want to say, OS modding and mapping. Not 100% sure. Can't remember whose Patreon that one's on. Carl Farm Steiger. Then these are LR Modding's Dakota. Hopper bottoms. them are PC only. Half-ass modding's W990, nice truck, and this is a FS19 conversion. I forget who did this one, but these are both PC only. Then we got another Steiger right here. Not gonna do too much with that setup. We'll run down here. I think this is a Mac R right here. Console mod. Yep. Then we got another Mac as a straight truck. So we got 2 straight trucks. Gonna add another straight truck to this farm here very, very soon once we kind of start progressing a little bit more. I think I'm gonna try to I do. It's just not in grain truck form. It's in tractor form, but that was the Volvo that's hooked up to the flatbed. This is the setup that I use to move my circle bells around. It's just in tractor form right now. I think this is going to be the one that I'll switch between the 2 frame lengths, and it's going to kind of be a multi-purpose. See if we can't get some more of this corn chopped. I'd like to be able to set my phone somewhere a little bit more visible. Really not more visible, but it'll work for right now. But yeah, trying to get this field finished up here real quick. And then I think we're gonna plow this up. I almost put a face cam on. What the... See, and I almost thought about doing that, and I don't know why I did it, because I could also use it on this truck too, the IH. But yeah. I don't know why I didn't, because I probably could have been done with this by now. But I mean, if we're talking in liter forms, I'll put it in liter forms for you. This silage bed holds 134,000 liters. Yeah, I ain't got all that right now. We might do that tomorrow or something. I gotta set. That takes some setting up, that takes a little bit longer than what I feel like doing right now. Because I gotta use my phone. I don't have a built-in webcam to my computer like I used to. So I use my phone and I gotta connect it to my Wi-Fi, and then it messes up. I'm still kind of dialing it in. I think last time I used it, it was like behind the stream somehow. It was like replaying what had already played but fast forwarding it, if that makes sense. Probably don't, because it didn't make sense to me and my buddy who was watching the stream at the time. We were just kind of like, what's going on? But I gotta figure that out first, because it hasn't quit doing it since. Now, if I can get a cable that I can permanently keep over here by my computer, I'm pretty sure I can just wire it to my computer when I want to use my phone. And I can just run it like that. But for right now, we're just gonna kind of run everything like this. Oh, I left off the F350. F350 is JJ's Northwest Mods and Edits, I believe. Yeah, that's a map that I'm looking forward to. I think I might do a Let's Play video series on that one. Don't know if it's gonna be big enough to particularly do in streams what I want to do. I mean, if I can come up with a schedule where I can do more than one thing, then yeah. But you know me, I like these bigger maps. Like going from this 12x map down to a small 4x map is gonna be killer again. My PC is gonna love it, but I'm gonna hate it. Well, Alma is gonna be 1x, I think, because it's a console map too. But I'm gonna try it out. I think that's why I'm gonna do a video series on it. I can get more stuff done within a video. I'll keep this for the streaming. I haven't really been paying attention to keeping up to date with FS stuff. I've had a lot of other stuff going on. Kind of jumped out of FS there for a second altogether. Kind of been addicted to the Angler. So I streamed that throughout last week to see how it went. Needless to say, it didn't go the way I hoped it to. So, I needed a new streaming map because UMRV is just, like, it's a great map, don't get me wrong, but I played so much of it on 19. And it's just the same thing, man. So, I figured I'd come back, put more hours in on this, maybe try to fix it. Well, I shouldn't say fix it, update it. Hell yeah. Thinking about doing some Deddy content here eventually. We're trying to figure out. I think we're gonna wait until Alma comes out actually for our Deddy. Is what I'm thinking Mark's plan is. Gotta talk to him about it again. I think that's what we were talking about. Either that or the other map that DR's getting ready to put out. That one. I think it's DR who's doing Alma. We are nearing the end, and then we can get a plow and plow some stuff up. Well, actually, I think I'm let my plow kind of go off on its own here, and I think we're gonna try to. All right, man. Try to get some fertilizer spread on our hayfield there. What we're gonna do after this, while it's freshly planted, before it hits its first growth state. A little far away from the chopper. We'll be going to dump this out here in a minute. I think we'll be able to finish out this field though before we have to use the 7810 again. But we'll end up using it here in a little bit to push some silage up, pack some stuff. And I really like the way that blade works on that thing. Yep. So my plan here is I am going to go ahead and continue to try to figure out how to get the tall grass assets in here by Lizzie modding for our hay, and then from there I'm gonna work on getting all the rest of the crops pulling from my foliage folder, and then from there I should be able to go through all the files, delete all the old textures out, crop related at least, and then I kind of want to try to pull all the textures, ground textures from UMRV and use on here. I don't know how possible that one's going to be, but I'm going to attempt it. But then from there we'll work on trying to fix the crop speed. Yeah, man, I don't do a lot of multiplayer. I don't know. Let's see what happens. See what we can do, man. About time to go dump this truck off, and then we'll have a couple more passes left here. Thought about so I have a giant sugar beet field getting ready to be harvested, and I thought about doing this sugar beet field. I could make a mound of sugar beets in that other barn. We might harvest some sugar beets. Alright, and we'll top this truck off here, go get it dumped. Get back out here, get this last little corner finished off, and then we are going to get a man, I'm gonna have to go look at that map tour and see what all you're talking about. Like, I've heard some of my buddies talking about it, but I haven't actually went and looked at it for myself. Let's go dump this here real quick. And welcome to the pit. Try to get back up in here as far as I can. Alright, so we'll shut that up real quick. I'm gonna unload some more of it over here. We're just getting to the point in the back of this pit here where we're not really able to dump too much because we can't have it go over the what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, it won't allow it to go out of the fill plane. So now if I just leave it in reverse, it'll eventually pick it up and maybe not. I'm gonna have fun packing all that. Alright, let's try to back up in here one last time. Yeah, that's a lot of silage coming out of this box at one time, man. Pit don't like it too much. We'll make it work though. Alright, let's grab this last little bit and we'll come in here, smooth that out, get it blanketed over, and we'll be done with that. Get the Magnum out here, get it plowing this field. Can't find my keybind. Should turn my light on probably, make things a little bit easier. So in FS19, somebody made a like a blanket texture, and it was like the tire texture, make things look a little bit more realistic. But yeah, if that's implemented into Missouri, then that'll be the first map that I've seen to actually have that in it since FS19. I'll go check this map out tonight, but I don't know. Oh, that's right, I didn't. Dang, I never actually found one of them. I want to get some type of 6M to pull the mixer wagon. Then I ended up finding Cesarius's Magnum. And I was like, oh, cool. That's something I can use, but I can't put that behind it or in front of a mixer if I'm using it to load the mixer. And this should be our last pass right here, and we should be officially done with corn silage for the year. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. I understand what you're saying. Alright, let's get everything moved out of this field here, and we got 2 pieces that we have to disconnect here to where Courseplay will pick up on that entire field for the plow. And we're gonna set him off to plow that up for us. And go get this guy parked away over here in this 50 by 115 shed. Smaller one right here. Same with the chopper. The chopper will come in here. Just get everything moved out of that field. We'll clean them up here in a little bit. Gotcha. I understand what you're saying now. I gotta clear this course out of that guy. And we'll bring that other tractor up over here real quick. And then we will let him do his thing. At first I was like, man, I think I'm gonna chop all my grass and do put it in the harvest store and do hay like that, but then I was like, nah, I'll do bales. Why not? Gotta get rid of that grass right there. Got a couple things I gotta touch. We gotta truck some propane over sometime too. AGI bins by River Bottom. And these are both also console mods. But we are gonna get actually we are going to go down the street here first. We're gonna go this way first because the one piece we have to disconnect is down here. So we'll go disconnect this piece. You guys haven't got the, what's it called? Realistic animal or realistic animal enhancement or whatever it's called. It's on the mod hub. It might not be a yeah, I actually got it. There's just one thing that I don't like about it. Still has the EU signs on it. Talking about the one that Exoblade did. Okay, so we are going to allow it to create fields and we are going to lower it. And we just have to disconnect this. Keep it within my boundary that I already have. Drive all the way back here to the other side where we just were. Disconnect one chunk right there. Everybody tuning in, welcome. Dang. But we're gonna go break apart this other side here. Get this guy set off, and this now what's about to be a massive field, and we gotta go play around in the silage real quick. Get this F350 out the way here. And then I don't even know what I think we're gonna get a quad track and go spread some dry fert on the hayfield we have right there. Gotta see how many acres that field is now, but it's definitely worth the time to expand that field. Drop this right here. Break this. Alright, and now we can make sure he's inside of our field. And I'm really hoping he only kind of pulls up what I want him to here. But if we zoom in here and so there we go. I'm gonna do 4 headland passes with this. 1 tool, smooth. We'll skip 1 row. We'll start work on the headland so I can get it completely mapped out. Let this guy do his thing. Load up real quick. I should have put this plow on a quad track is actually what I should have did. And then once we get up here, so the next thing we're gonna do is right here in between field 71 and 74, we're gonna make the boundaries bigger to where it don't pick up on sorry, it's still loading. But so it don't pick up on field 272 there. Now that it's that massive field, I want to make sure my courses stay away from it. So we're gonna make the field boundaries just a little bit bigger there, to where if you kind of look in between 274 and 275, there's a little bit right there. Well, I'm gonna do the same thing right there in 271. Man, I might have just messed up trying to load this course by course. Having a feeling I should have just went through and plowed all that up myself. I don't know, I kind of threw the skip rows in there, so kind of has to calculate it. See what happens here. Hopefully. They're big fields. And I'm making them twice their size. While this loads, I'm gonna grab something real quick. Man, I might have messed up trying to use courseplay to do this. I needed it all plowed up together, dang. Just trying to make my life easy. Was really just trying to make our lives a little bit easier here so we can accomplish more than one thing. And courseplay said, no, I shouldn't have threw the skip row in there. I think that's what's messing it up. Yeah, and I don't want to press anything else or it's going to tell me the program is not responding. It it's a big field. We'll give it a second here, and if it don't pop back up, anybody remember if it saved when we tried to load into this course generator? Alright, yep. See if we can get something. Well, it looks like we're waiting for this thing to respond because I can't do anything. Yeah, I can't tab out or anything. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's get it pulled up and see what we have to redo here. Hopefully nothing. And I'm not going to make that mistake again. We're just going to go ahead and grab a bigger plow and hook it up to one of the quad tracks. Preferably the one that's on the seeder right now. And we're just gonna go knock that out ourselves, man. We'll at least do the conjunction, like the joining in between. Let's go grab this mixer tractor real quick. I actually kind of like that one. That one's kind of nice. And we'll get loaded back up in here in a minute. I think I still want to, is that the one I was just looking at? No. I think I still want to grab this, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? It was a 60-30, I thought. This one, 60x20. That one's a fun little tractor. Now my keyboard is not wanting to work for some reason. I don't know. Let's put them in here real quick. I just need that 6M to be honest with you. That backhoe in there. Alright, we'll get loaded back into the game. Sorry about that, y'all. Yep, and we'll go grab a bigger plow here and grab that quad track off that cedar. See if we can at least knock out our headland passes. Hey, we might get lucky. We might be able to knock out our headland passes real quick and then let a hired hand help. Like an actual AI worker. Alright. You serious? Well, never mind. We're not gonna worry about that right now because I have to completely redo all of that again. So all of that corn we just chopped was for nothing, which is highly unfortunate. Gotta love farming sometimes, y'all. Gotta love farming sometimes. So I guess what we can do, we can take Senor Magnum over here out to 272 and get it plowed. Don't need. Or we can get this all set up to truck in some solid fruit and go get some solid fruit spread on that field and harvest the rest of that corn. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna let that go. We're going to harvest the rest of that corn. We'll get the chopper out of there here in a little bit. But so let's go get this bunker silo closed up. This should be all the silage we need for our first year anyway. So we should be all good. All fine and dandy. If it's, I just need to push it and like take out the edge of it. So that's what we're going to do. Then we are going to cover it up, and that will be a wrap for, alright, silage for the year. We can start focusing on other stuff. I'll just harvest that corn and use it as cash crop, to be honest with y'all, because I didn't, when I placed that dryer, or that, yeah, the dryer down, I didn't get my full profit that I wanted out of my crops that were in it. So okay, so that's blanketed. Let's get this set up to go grab some fertilizer real quick so we can fill our bin. And you guys already know, super strength, just for this one. Just to get it a little bit closer here. Then I would like to why can't I move? Okay, let's hop in this guy here real quick. I need to open this cover. And I think I need to close the gate on this one. And we will go ahead and turn that fan on. Then I need to bring this guy over because with having that second popper, hitting the wrong button. Make sure it's pretty easy to drive over here. Be able to let go of it. Okay, and that should work out perfect for what we are trying to do. Let's go grab a truck. I think we're gonna take the, well actually, before we do that, let's see sell points. Sell points. This one. Commodity prices. And we are looking for solid fertilizer. Honestly, as long as this one isn't too far away, let's look on the map. It should be flashing. It isn't. We'll run down there. We'll go. Let's go. Ooh, I think the Kenworth is actually in the way there. So we are going to take the Kenworth down here to go pick up this fertilizer. Let's go. We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship. And I'm gonna mess with this cruise control here so we don't do anything crazy. Get back on our side of the street. And we're gonna truck one over here, go grab us some solid fertilizer, get it dropped into that bin, and get that backhoe auger back over to the farm with that Mac. Get that seeder unhooked, get the Pro Force hooked. Actually, I think the Pro Force is already hooked up to a tractor, so we'll just get the seeder back to the farm, and we are going to go hit our field with some solid fert. Definitely in love and playing on this map again. Spring Creek, Hastings, North Dakota, whichever one you know it as, man. This is when AFB redid this, and I was unaware of this when I came back. But AFB modding and mapping is no longer with us, as far as I know. Is what I've been told. So it's up to us to kind of keep this map living up to what it is and keep it updated. So I'm gonna try to be that person. I've talked to AFB personally. We actually used to chit chat quite a bit when he first released this map, but I'm gonna reach out to him, see if he's okay with me trying to update this thing again. And we'll get this all filled up here with solid fertilizer, get it trucked back to the farm, get it unloaded into the bin there. Should be pretty easy to unload it, and we're gonna fill up the Pro Force and get to spreading. and we are out of here. And I'm gonna do some things with some of this open space too. Productions, here we come. I forgot all of his stuff does that. I hate that about LR stuff. It like tips into the way you're turning above a certain mile an hour. We should have enough space in this bin to do this also. I feel like I could have almost got another big trailer bit alright instead of this pup trailer. But I got them now. We're running them for a little bit. Gonna miss our turn. And then I'm gonna try to do this first person here. Should be able to go right here to the side of this. We'll have to get some propane trucked up over here too. I don't know if there's a propane spot by point one here, but we're gonna make one if there is not, of course. And we're gonna get this bin all filled up here. Okay, so I can do that, swing that. Perfect. We'll get this solid fertilizer unloaded here. Okay, and now it should all be moving. I gotta move that over just a hair more. So if you guys see it's clipping out like that, and I don't like it clipping out like that. So we'll move that and get this flowing again. Oh, that first one is empty. Switch over to the second. I gotta do something here real quick. Oh, I can't do it. Not yet. I'll do it when I switch scenes. And then we'll go to the back pup trailer here. Unload this back pup trailer into this, and we should be good. We should be able to go grab the Pro Force and the quad tracker over there and go hit the field. I would think. Nope, I gotta bring the backhoe, auger, and everything over here. So we'll go get this parked back where it was. Probably end up using this truck to go grab our propane too. So I think I'm gonna shut that fan off on that thing. That is loud. don't know if that's a fan on that bin or the dryer. Everybody tuning in, welcome to the stream. How's everybody's night going, or morning, evening? I don't know. I always say night. Or whatever time of day it is for me. And where do I actually want to take this thing? Think we'll leave this guy right here for right now. I would like to try to get the combines out of there and get him cleaned up. Let's go shut this fan off real quick, y'all. Ooh, that thing's loud. And then I gotta grab this, I need this auger. But I didn't bring the tractor over here, so I just ran over here for nothing. But I need to put, I need to overload the rest of the seeds in this auger into this truck. Shouldn't be that much, yeah. Realistically, I need to get them into the seed bin. And we'll just throw this over here for right now. Alright, so let's go back to moving some augers around here. Unfortunately. And I'm gonna just pick this up and get it out of our way. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna pick the other one up too. We'll drop it right there. Works. And then we'll go ahead and do all the good stuff, you know. Make it look presentable. Instead of all extended up over the farm like it was. Alright. Got that taken care of. Now, let's go grab the backhoe auger from over here. We'll just carry it back. And then I need to put it under that dry fruit bin that we just filled. And come spread it out here on this field. I think we're gonna do that ourselves. That sounds like something I'm interested in. Only bad thing about having one of these augers, moving it around all the time. When it just so happened that I had them seeds in that bin or in that truck and I needed it out there in the field. But we're gonna get it slid into place here. Then we'll get the Pro Force filled up, and then we are going to go spread some fertilizer. As long as this spreader's empty. I can't remember if it's empty or not. We'll be doing lime again real soon, so it only has 20% in it, 8 yards. So it should be like 1 pallet. And I gotta remember. There we go. It was 2. Not bad. I'll take it. Let's go fill up. And that'll take a second here. It's when you're using augers like this, it's not the quickest. Let's go close this cover while it's doing that. Go ahead and do that. But I mean, it won't take too long. But I'm really liking how I've set this farm up. Like the different bins. Really like the different bins. And let's go spreading. We should be able to knock this out pretty quick at 25 miles an hour. Zoom out here so we can actually see the spread. Go ahead and set our GPS here. And we'll get to spreading here. Once we get the headlands knocked out, it'll go pretty quick. Yeah, and I don't know. Kind of like to fix the field borders to where it separates the PDA a little bit. Looks like we're missing just a little bit. And then from here, this will probably be it. And we do have the crop sensors on this tractor. So it should shut it off automatically for us here once we hit the edges. Just would like to have a decent hay crop next year. trying to make sure I can get in all the edges here. And then we are going to set up on row number 2. Well, actually, technically it'll be 1. Set that and let him go. And then we will come through and pick up all the straggly bits that was separated. This is kind of our pass to make a straight line to where we can start these up and down rows pretty easy here. And why not? We'll set it up here. We'll do pound and do pounds per foot. Okay. So we're spreading 28 pounds an acre right now. And actually, it might not even let me pick that up. We just tongued out the track, or the spreader. And then keep it slow here, let him straighten out. And here we go. Up and down we go. And this will probably be the last thing we do for tonight. I will probably be back on tomorrow morning, same map. Probably doing that corn, harvesting it, trucking propane up to the farm. Go get some propane tomorrow. Man, these are some long rows. I think my plan is to eventually fence some of this in. Try to get him straightened out. Yep, go ahead and try to get our field states corrected beforehand, so where we're not trying to do it in between growth states. Try to give it what it needs now. And then once we have manure, we'll switch over to organic farming. Well, semi-organic. We'll still be spraying herbicide and stuff like that, because I think for the most part I don't have to plow. I think we're just gonna do a stubble tillage. And yeah. I think tomorrow stream I'm gonna have a plow going in these potato fields. Still haven't decided 100% if I want to actually do these beats or not. This is a big map to be doing beats on, man. But I also think it would be very, very fun and very, very interesting to dive into a new crop type. Never done any type of beet or potato harvesting in that fact. So I think I might browse the mod hub here after we get done with the stream and see if we can find some decent beat tools. I know I'm going to be using the Lockwood AR bodies. And I think my ABS dump trailer, I think I'm going to use the Lockwood bodies to create a pile on the edge of the field, and then we are going to wheel load them into the ABS trailer and sell them like that. I think that is my plan. And instead of just trucking them all the way back to the farm, I think just leaving them on the side of the field would be our best case scenario. Because we'll be doing beats here soon, like very, very, very soon. I mean, so we gotta see when the... So while we're going back here, I was gonna say... Oh... Okay, it should save before we have to turn around, but I'll probably have to turn around before we can look at what I wanted to look at. Because we're spreading at 24 mile an hour, 25 mile an hour, so... Alright. We go here. Sugar beet. High points in January, so yeah, we could have them up the field once the winter passes, or during the winter, and then once the winter passes, we could just go through and do a little bit of stubble tillage in whatever field we're taking our beets out of. And running like that, man. I don't want to put fertilizer on the potatoes. I would like, so once I get all my real life stuff situated, I'd like to get a Kobe eye tracker and maybe even just a heavy equipment wheel for this game. If I really, really dive into this map like I'm predicting I'm going to again, then I think I'm going to do a Logitech wheel, like the simulation wheel, to where I can have the front loader joystick and all that. Because we're going to be feeding a lot of cattle here. Because not only are we going to have this barn, but we are going to put some feedlots somewhere. Haven't really decided yet because I made this whole area, that big ass field, so. We'll get that figured out. And we are almost done with this field. Dang, but we'll still have about half an hour left of the stream, though. Kind of running through here a little bit quicker than what I thought I was going to originally. couldn't remember how quick this thing spread. But now that I know it spreads this quick, it's definitely going to keep it on the farm. Now, once we have a manure pile built up, then we will spread manure on our hay fields and stuff like that after we cut it to keep the growth states up. But for right now, just because we are low on cattle and don't really have the manure supply, we're going to go ahead and spread this dry fert on here. Sorry, the articulation in this in the articulated tractors, they veer off that GPS line a lot when you not straight on with them, so I try to be as straight on as possible. And honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, we're gonna have to figure out a way to we might need to spread lime again before we go through the rest of this box. So it's targeting 60. Let's target like okay, hold on here. So, deactivate. Let's up this to 80. See if we can't get the rest of this box going. Yeah, we'll up the spread rate a little bit here. And we'll actually see if there's a yield difference in this field with me putting on a little bit more than needed. Yeah, I like seeing that green a little bit better than orange. Now, honestly, from what it's looking like, if I wanted to put more on this thing, I could. Still not using next to none. I think I want me a couple of these pulled pork sandwiches. I was gonna say I should be pretty spot on right there. And the reason why it's not picking up on what we already spread is actually Alt B frigid. I need to change that. I don't have the crop sensors on right now actually, so we're not actually utilizing the full potential of precision farming right now. Which we will. It'll be okay for this one cutting or this one spread, but I will change the keybinds for that. I wonder if my Stream Deck is not working because I have it plugged directly into my computer. I should be fairly close to it. Guess not. Not too bad. I think I want to put some more trees around the farm too, but I don't want to go overkill on the trees. Trees are a real frame rate killer if you guys didn't know. Can really kind of mess up your day if you put too many of them. Oh no, I kind of like it the way it is. Just barely see the top of the leg over the trees. And this should be our last pass here. Yeah, most definitely. Still didn't go through as much fertilizer as what I wanted, but guess it'll be alright. We'll figure out how to get it back into the bin. And that's gonna be that. And shut that guy off. We're gonna go ahead, tarp that. And we're just gonna go ahead and put this right back at the barn where it was. Don't need it anymore for right now. Grass is in a good state. The pH value is good on it. The nitrogen is good on it. We just gotta let it grow. Let it grow. Let it grow. But already, let's see. Let's walk around here and see if we got anything else miscellaneous here that we need to do today on the farm. If not, it's gonna be time to start advancing some time forward here. That's all good. Don't need to put any more nitrogen down anywhere. Don't need to actually chop that because I'm going to harvest it. So we'll get that harvested here probably tomorrow's stream. Got this covered. Good start to getting some cattle on the farm here. Don't really need a lot of silage when we have a whole bunch of calves running around. That's actually why we just did everything to this field right here in front of us to try to make as much hay as we possibly can. I'm hoping to make roughly 150 to 200 bales off that field in the first cutting alone. That's not including second and hopefully third cutting if we can squeeze enough time out of it before the sugar beets are ready, because we'll probably end up planting them again. To be honest with you, we'll probably end up planting more. But guys, that's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna try to catch some sleep here and probably wake up a little bit earlier and hop back on here. Probably gonna play a little bit here, a little bit more tonight. But y'all, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I appreciate every single one of y'all who tuned in today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Come back if you guys are liking Spring Creek. But that's going to do it for me. Peace out.